for lesson 44 is on division answers. And this, my friends, is a straight up review lesson. If we looked at 27 divided by 4, so let's take the 27 divided by 4. There are multiple ways to write the answer. The first way to write the answer is with a remainder. This is the first way we learn, remainder. So if I did 27 divided by 4, 4 does not go into 2, 4 goes into 27. We know 5 times 4. Oh, how about 6 times? 6 times 4 is 24, subtract 3, and we would say remainder 3. 6 remainder 3. Now, when might be a situation we have to use a remainder? Okay, so if it's something we can't break up and we're looking at average, we have these 3 left over, we got to find a place for them. I'm thinking like, let's take a field trip. And on my field trip, I have 27 students, and 4 people can fit in each vehicle. So how many vehicles do we need? And this says we need 6 vehicles, but there's 3 people left over. So either we cut the people up and put them in the cars, or we get another car that only has 3 in it. Does that make sense? Because this is a G-rated school, we're not going to cut people up. Fair enough? All right, so remainder. Then we can do fraction. In the fraction, we have 27 divided by 4. We're going to get 6 times 4 is 24, 3. And here we would say it's 6 3/4. We need 3/4 of a vehicle. Now, when might we use 3/4? Cutting pies. You are my friend. Yeah, cutting pies or cutting pizzas, right? You know, this is their portion. And then what's the other way to do it? Decimal. So if we divided this and had it with a decimal, we got 27 divided by 4. 4 goes into this 6 times again, which is 24. What do we do now? Yeah, not just a 0. We're going to add a decimal, put a 0. Decimal goes up. And then I bring that down. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract 2, 0, 0, 5, 20. So 6.75. 6 7/75. Those are our 3 ways that we can do to write a division answer. Now, what we have to understand is sometimes one way is needed over another. If you open up your book to page 318, page 318, they got example 1, they got example 2, they got example 3. All 3 of these are showing this method, this process. Okay, example number 3 might be the most valuable. It says vans will be used to transport 27 students. Each van can carry 6 students. That's funny. The problem I made up is very close to that. So here we have how many vans can be filled. We got 4 remainder 3. We got 4.5, 4.5. So vans filled is going to be 4 vans. How many vans are needed? It's going to be 5 vans. If all but 1 van will be full, how many students will be in that van that's not full? That's that remainder of 3. Make sense? So all you have to do is think about where you're going to use them. Turn to page 320. Page 320 has you doing A, B, and C. Show me how to do A, B, and C. We're dividing 55 by 4. Go. All right, here we go. What's the first one? How do they want it? With a
Remainder.
with a remainder. So if I go 1 times 4, 15, 3 times? 3 times 4 is 12. 3, remainder 3. You guys agree?
Yes.
So if I come over here and I do the same thing, I got 1, I got 4, I got 1, I got 5, I got 3, I got 12. How do they want my answer?
Mixed number.
Mixed number. So that would be 3 over 4, 13 and 3/4. So the last one must be a decimal. In my head, 3/4 is what decimal? 7,500. So I know this is going to be 1, 4, 1, 5, 3, 12. Add a decimal, put a 0, bring it down, 7. And 7,500. All right, D, divide 5 and 5/10 by 3 and round to the 3 decimal places. So let's take care of that. If we want to round to 3 decimal places, how far down do we have to go in our division? Who said 4? Yeah, why 4?
Because you need a fourth letter, so then you can see if you or number, so you see if you round up or down.
Oh, nice catch. Yeah, you need a fourth number so you know if you're rounding up or down. So what is it, 5 and 5/10 divided by 3? So it is a D, 5 and 5/10 divided by 3. 3 goes in 1 time, which is 3, which is 25, which is 8 times?
Yeah.
Because 8 times 3 is 24. 1, 0. 3 goes in that 3 times, which is 9. Hey, what do you notice? It's repeating. So 1.83, and I'm going to follow your directions. I'm going to go 4 places because I want to round to the third. So my answer, 1.833, 1 and 833 thousandths. E. E. E is basically a school problem we got to worry about. 93 students are assigned to 4 classrooms as equally as possible. How many students are in each of the 4 classrooms? Go. Get an answer, stay when you got it. So if I have 93 students, I want to divide them into 4 classrooms. I'm going to say 2, 8, 1, 3, 3, 12. I can't say 23 remainder 1. And I'm sure not going to say 23 and 1/4 people in each classroom. Who's that poor kid? He's not going home, but it does take care of the problem. Now you have an even number because he probably died. So if I have 23 and 1 left over, basically what that means is 23 in this class, 23 in this class, 23 in this class, 24 in this class. Because I have to have a place for that person left over. So a good answer would have been 3 classrooms with 23, 1 with 24. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Look at the next one. We got fruit here. Toby bought 1 pound of grapes. How much did he pay? Explain your answer. Well, he bought $2 for 3 pounds. How much did he pay for 1 pound? What do we do? Yeah, if we look at that problem, it's $2 per 3 pounds. That's 2 divided by 3. So 2 divided by 3. Add a 0, decimal. 3 goes in that 6 times, 18. Ooh, it's going to be this, right? Money, how many decimal places do we go for money? 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, I'm going to look at this. What does the 6 tell me to do? Go up. What's my answer? 67 cents a pound. 67 cents a pound. Into the last one, G, the last one about Nita. Emerson, when you finish, Nita, bring it to me. So she's got a photo album, and each page holds how many pictures? 6. So how many pictures do you have altogether? So 74 divided by 6, 1, 6, 1, 4, 2, 12. How many pages does she need? She needs 13 pages. What'd you have, Noah? Yeah, why does she need 13 pages?
Can't have a third of a page.
I can't have a third of a page. I can't have 2 pictures left over with nothing to do. That's what I've got as my answer. So she needs 13 pages. Let's work on our reasoning. I agree with exactly what he said. 13. She will have 12 full pages. She will fill 12 pages and needs a 13th for the 2 remaining photos. Excellent. H through K are a couple problems we haven't finished. So as I look at H, change H through K into decimals. All right, let's check it out. You guys can all have a seat. If you need to fix anything, fix it with blue pen. How do I change any percent into a decimal? Divide by 100%. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to divide by 100%. Percent signs cancel. 8 divided by 100 becomes 800. Show me the work. You should not just have an answer. There should be work on every one of these. Okay? 12.5%. What do I do? Divide by 100%. So we're going to divide this by 100%. Percents cancel. How many places do I move the decimal? 2 places, left or right? 125, 125 hundredths, or thousandths, sorry. You know, another thing we could have done is we could have multiplied this by 10 over 10. 125 over 1,000, that's 125 thousandths. 2 ways to think about it. 150%. What do I do? Divide by 100%. Because we always change it by dividing by 100%. We can't change it by 1,000% because 100% is 1. We can divide by 1. That's why we divide by 100%. Make sense? So, how many places do we move the decimal? 2. 1.5. Remember, 100% is 1. So 150% is more than 1. So my answer has to be more than 1. Takes us to the last one. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this one. I want you to write down both of these ways if you have not done so, okay? The first way, we can change this to 6.5%. Did anybody do that? A couple of you? Divide that by 100%, and my answer is what? 65 thousandths. Because we moved the decimal how many places, Juliana? Because we're dividing by 100, so it goes 2 places, 65 hundredths. Now, the fraction way. If I have 6.5% and I divide that by 100%, this is called a complex fraction. We have a fraction in the numerator. The way we do complex fractions is we write this down as a mixed number on top. As an improper fraction on top. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So 13 over 2 over 100 over 1. I wrote both of them as improper fractions. And then I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of the bottom number. Because watch what happens. If I multiply this by 1 over 100 and multiply this by 1 over 100, remember, the same thing over the same thing is equal to 1. But the whole bottom's going to cancel. 13 times 1 is 13. 2 times 100 is 200. That's my fraction answer. 13 over 200. And if we wanted to make that a decimal, we could do 13 divided by 200. Or we can multiply this by 5 and 5. We get 65 over 1,000. That's 65 thousandths. I'm gonna call this X real quick. If I had 2.5%, let's do this the fraction way. Divide by 100%. Percents cancel. Take top and bottom improper. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 over 2 over what? 100 over 1. What am I going to multiply by? The reciprocal of the bottom. Very good. 1 over 100 times 1 over 100. 100 and 100 cancel. 5 cancels with 5 and 100, and I get the answer of 1 over 40. 1 over 40. That's dividing by complex fractions. We're going to do a y and we're going to do a z. Y. Let's go with 8 and 1/3 divided by 5. See if you can apply what we did to that one, and I'll make up another one and I'll put it over here. Z. I want you to try those two fractions. Those two fractions. So these are complex fractions. Okay, so 8 times 3 is 24 plus 1 is 25 over 3 over 5 over 1. Agree? What am I going to multiply in this case? Times 1 over 5 times 1 over 5. 5 and 5 cancel. Bottom's gone. It's 1. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 25 5 times. I get 5 over 3. 1 and 2/3. Blue pen. Fix it if you need to. Last one here. 10 times 2 is 20 plus 1. 21 over 2 over 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8 over 3. What am I going to multiply by? 3 over 8 times 3 over 8 times 3 over 8. Cancel, 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 cancel. 63 over 16. Because 21 times 3 and 2 times 8. Now, nothing canceled. What does this become? How many times is 16 going to 63? 3 times? Is that 48?
Yeah.
3 and 15 16ths? All right. A couple of you got it. Good. Have a seat real quick. I want to show you something. I want to show you the y. Okay, you don't have to write this down, but I want to show you the y. 8 and 1/3 divided by 5. If I rewrite that a different way, it's 8 and 1/3 divided by 5. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 1. It's 25 over 3 divided by 5 over 1. How do we multiply? How do we divide fractions? Keep, change, flip. 25 over 3 times 1 over 5. That is the same thing I have right here. 25 over 3 times 1 over 5. Except it's a whole lot less work. Same thing here. 10.5 divided by 2 and 2/3 is 21 over, well, let's do it the right way, or the other way. 10.5 divided by 2 and 2/3. 21 over 2 divided by 8 over 3. Keep, change, flip. Is this what we do? This just reduces all that work to make it a little bit easier. Fair enough? Excellent. Excellent.